Hey Ethan, this is what I came up with for the ending. I'll show you quickly what I did. Um, so the shape of it was I don't have a ton of time, so I'm gonna show you what I did. I left exposure how it was. I left the white balance the way it was. I picked this crop, which I think is a square. Um, I felt like they needed to be down at the bottom, sort of in this framed in the orange, which I think the shot you were going for. There was so much negative space with the road that was just pulling away by putting them at the bottom of the frame on the bridge. I like the way it's framed, and I like her blue dress against the orange. Those are, is it complementary colors? So that's strong. I don't have my glasses on, but if we go into 100 for, it's fine. I always put it at 100 for testing focus. So you can see the buildings and the bridge and everything is in focus. I did make one of these adjustments I did in the other, the square one that you pull down and see how it's painted on. So I had the sky, and on that, it looks like I brought down exposure, contrast is at 15. I brought the highlights all the way down, minus 100. I brought shadows up. Clarity is only at 5. Saturation I put at 7. Actually, I think saturation was left over from another thing. And then the regular um, buttons are, yeah, highlights are all the way down, and clarity at 23. And then, oh, I didn't. Oh, contrast. Contrast went to 28. It looks like the contrast is definitely going to pop the color. So I didn't touch saturation or vibrance. Saturation I probably, like I had said before, wouldn't, but I might hit vibrance. But the contrast popped the color, saturated the color. So I left it like that. And I like this. I think this is a great, I'm going to send this to you. I don't think I did anything else to it. This is already on the desktop. And then the other one, um, uh, let's see, can I show you what it looks like? It's not going to show me before and after. All right, I'll just do it quick. So I'll set it back to camera raw defaults. Oops. Oh, there's before and after. Is it? Okay. I don't know how to undo this. Command Z. I'm going to go Command Z. Nope, that's not going to work. Okay. Camera raw defaults should bring everything back. Okay, so here I did the same thing with the crop. I picked the 8 by 10 crop, which is 3 by 4. A regular picture is, so I subtracted some of this bottom road, and then if you crop it here, this diagonal line from the kind of comes into the corner leading to them, which feels right. And on this one, on the last one, I really want to, when you make a symmetrical, I think it's really important to put the person in the middle, like try to get them exactly in the middle. And if we do this and we put the rule of line of the thirds, see how it's coming by their feet, that makes it a stronger image right away. And then I hit clarity, because we're not, if I'm doing a close-up of a face, I'm not going to hit clarity. But because we have cars and street and all of these things, I'm going to hit clarity hard. I'm going to bring up shadows. It's going to bring up detail in here more and on the car. See that? By bringing up shadows. I think I'll hit contrast again, and that will bring up the color. Let me bring it down. I am going to hit vibrance because there's a lot of blacks. So let's hit vibrance a little bit. I just threw it on 17. I don't have my glasses on. I don't have time. Again, her blue dress is popped. I'm going to grab the brush tool, and then I think it's set from before. It's minus. I'm not going to bring exposure down because it'll make it muddy. But let's bring the highlights way down. Shadows up a little so it doesn't like get too muddy. See, we kind of lost, it has kind of some brightness, and this something is making it not bright. I'm going to bring the whites back but highlights down. See what highlights are doing? Just trying to bring back some detail in that cloud. Saturation is on 7 because that maybe pulling out some of that blue you had in the sky when you shot it. I'm not going to hit contrast because that's going to make the whites go up. I'm just going to leave it. I think this is good. Let me go back. I might just hit clarity a little bit more and see what it looks like. Well, you can play with it with those. We could sharpen it. I don't have my glasses. If you remember how to sharpen, you just don't want it to look. I pull up sharpening, and then I put my finger on Alt, the Alt key, push down the masking, and pull it across. So now those lines are what we sharpened. And then sometimes hit luminance just a little. Don't go heavy on the luminance or the people look like fake plastic people. And again, my glasses aren't on. This, by sharpening, we might have made this worse. Oh, you know what I did before? All right, I'm going to leave sharpening to default. Take illuminance off because they are soft. So illuminance is going to make it softer. Let's leave that off. And I'm going to go to FX and add a little grain. So to make the blur look a little more intentional. And I put it like on, if you go up heavy, you could do that. That's kind of cool. I'm going to leave it at about 20. And I think that's it. So that's what I would do and kind of go with the roughness of it. Yeah, and that's it. So I'm going to send these two to you and see if I can download the video. Let me know if you have other questions. That was fun.